Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tapping Meditation. I'm Dr. Angie Anderson, and I'm so excited to bring to you the concept of emotional freedom technique, also known as the tapping cure with a meditation. So I do have a podcast series at Serenity Wellness and More .podbean.com. So I encourage you to go check out that episode so that you can see more of what the tapping cure is all about. So I invite you to first think about some kind of physical sensation or some kind of physical sensation or some kind of emotional distress that you might be having. We are doing this live at my mountain meditation, and I have my dog that might be coming in and out, so please just ignore that. This is going to be good for meditation to teach you about ignoring the distractions, so no big deal. Okay, so again, I invite you to bring some kind of physical sensation that you might be having. It might be tension that you have in your neck or some kind of tension with a headache or heartburn. I've used it for as well. Or you can simply come up with some kind of emotional, distressed kind of situation. Maybe you've had an argument with your child recently that you'd like to try to get out of your head. So tapping doesn't necessarily change or fix the problem, but it does help you take the emotional distress that you might be experiencing with something out of it. So before we start, I do encourage you to come up with that situation or that physical sensation and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is it's not bothering you so much, and 10 is it's really bothering you a lot. So as you think about that, when you are thinking of something about a 5 or higher, that's what I want you to try to do this meditation with me anytime you need. So come back to it as often as you need. So as you think about this, then I want you to think about your score. And the process is we start out with a little bit of a psychological, cognitive time of opportunity to create some self-esteem awareness. So what you're going to do is you're going to first focus on your karate chop spot, and that's between your your pinky and your wrist. So right here, and you're just going to slowly start to tap there. As you do this, you can switch sides, it doesn't matter. So as you think about this, I want you to say out loud or in your mind, even though I'm experiencing this sensation or this feeling, I completely love and accept myself. And even though I am feeling a little bit of tension or a little bit of distress, I completely love and accept myself. And even though it's hanging out at about wherever you rated it, I completely love and accept myself. So after you do that 3 times, we're going to first start focusing on the meridians of our body. So we start at the top of our head, and I invite you just to bring 1 or 2 fingers and tap up at the top of your head about 7 to 10 times, thinking about that distressing thought, thinking about that sensation. So tapping right there, and then we're going to move to right above your eyebrows. So you can do 2 or 3 fingers. And that is your third eye space. So take a moment to then move to the side of the eye. Tapping right there. And then going to your sinus cavity. So here you can also do both hands when we move. Moving just out of one hand or both hands anytime you need. And then going to your upper lip. So sometimes one tapping sensation might feel better than the other. So if you need to stay anywhere longer, then you'll stay there. Going to the chin. And then I invite you to come to your collarbone. You're going to go to the collarbone and just tap slightly down and tap right there. You'll feel a little pocket area. And then the next one is right under your rib cage. Right there. And then I want you to move to the finger tapping. You're going to take your forefinger to where your thumb touches at the nail. And then move your thumb to where your forefinger skin touches the nail. And I told you my dog would be distracting. That's okay. He doesn't like when I don't pay attention to him. And then going to the forefinger. Tapping is also known for pets, so maybe he's feeling a little bit of that energy work and feels like he needs to calm down and relax. So then going to the ring finger, and then going to the pinky finger. And then I want you to go to where your forefinger and your ring finger, not your forefinger, your pinky finger and your ring finger, and just tap right there in that little fight or flight response. So take a moment to feel that. While you're doing that, this is the weird part of tapping, the emotional freedom technique that most people don't like. So if you prefer not to do this part, then I invite you just to continue with the tapping of the meridians that we just went through. But this is a very important part of the process, so if you can start to feel comfortable with it, I do invite you to do that, because this is connecting the right brain and the left brain. That is your emotional side with your logical side. So this is a very important part of the process. While you're keeping your head steady and you're tapping on your ring or your fight or flight spots right there, I want you to close your eyes, open your eyes, look hard right, look hard left, and then I want you to make a big circle with your eyes while you keep tapping. Go right and then go left with your circle. Keep tapping, keeping your head still. Then while you're tapping, I want you to hum, count, hum. This is very important part of the process to keep in order. You always want to hum, count, hum in that order, because again, it's connecting right brain with left brain. So I usually just sing, or not sing, but hum the first line of Happy Birthday, because most people know that. So you're just going to go deep into your throat and go and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hum, and then you go straight back to your tapping, right on the top of your head, right there at your third eye. About 7 to 10 times. Again, you can stay there a little longer if it feels good. Tapping right there to the side of the eye, to the cheek, to the lip, to the chin, to the collarbone. Make sure you're finding that spot right below the collarbone. And then going right to the side. Here you can tap into that karate chop point. So as you stop, I want you to take a big cleansing breath in. Exhale it out, and then I invite you just to close your eyes. Check in with your body. Notice that sensation that you had, that you started at. Maybe that emotion or that distraught situation that you were focusing on. And then I want you to re-rate it on a scale of 0 to 10 or 1 to 10, whichever one you did. And see if you notice a little bit of shifting. Hopefully it has dropped for you. Maybe you've gone down a couple spots. Sometimes it's not rare for you to go up. Or you notice that that physical sensation changes. So at any time you need to repeat the process, you're just going to repeat that process and do it again. You can hit rewind or restart this video and let me be your guide. I also have the worksheet attached to my website at www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. All my podcast series are there, including the one that tells you a little bit more about what tapping and emotional freedom technique is. It's very important to understand the benefits to it and where it came from, all of that stuff. So I do encourage you to go check out that podcast. Coming up soon is also going to be a tapping yoga class that I do, that I also have done with some of my clients in Roanoke, Virginia, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. It's a very creative way to bring tapping and the relaxation, the benefits of yoga right there in your very own space. So please check out my website, www.serenitycounselingcenterva. There you can get that worksheet that tells you all the steps to doing tapping that I did with you today. You're feel free to do it on your own. Please make sure if you need some support or some help to simply ask for a trained professional. I'll be happy to work with you, or someone in your area might be trained in it. Make sure you get support as you need. And I wish you very much happy tapping. Please subscribe, please share, please like. It really helps small businesses, and I really greatly appreciate you. Namaste, everyone. Happy tapping.